What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. Last day on Earth action. And today, we're going to figure out, is raiding broken? If you didn't catch in a episode, just a video, just a couple of days ago, we did some raids here after the most recent arena update with the new event going on. And we ran into a pretty unique situation. If you haven't checked that video out, it's pretty cool. But the breakdown of it was that we got both a revenge raid and an actual raid from the raiders that was the exact same base. It was the same name, exact same base to the T. We did the revenge raid first because that was the one that had queued first, and went in, did the raid, did the suicide trick, no problem. Dropped your stuff off, went to go hit up the next raid, again, our actual raider base raid that we had queued in from doing the tasks, and did the suicide trick and came back and realized that the suicide trick did not work for us and the raid had ended. Now, we did lose out on some rewards. It was a pretty decent base, nothing crazy, but would have been nice to go ahead and have. So in the comments of that video, there's a lot of confusion and a lot of comments back and forth about that this suicide trick had been nerfed or that Fear maybe had changed something with the update. I had speculated in that video that maybe it was because we had the same base, and so the way that maybe the system, the server, whatever was looking at it was that when we had done the suicide trick on that first base, it kind of counted, if you will, for the second base, the base that we actually went to go raid, and that's why we weren't able to use the suicide trick. In case you didn't watch the episode, we are pretty well seasoned at doing this, so we went to the base, we didn't exit at any point, nothing else queued, we didn't have any crashes or anything else that would have caused it. So what I wanted to do on our main account here is actually go ahead and test that. I ran through a couple of different scenarios. Now, I'm not going to be able to mimic exactly the revenge raid situation. That's just not going to be possible for me. The RNG of getting that would be pretty crazy, and I wanted to try to do this pretty quickly, so I can't necessarily put that component to bed, but what I wanted to make sure is that the suicide trick hadn't been nerfed and that you're still able to do that multiple times during the course of the day, and so that's what we're going to answer here for you today. So we did a handful of raids. I'm going to go ahead. I've got a raid queued up. I will be going to do this raid. We'll go through it, probably cut out most of the stuff. We'll grab what we need to. I'm going to instantly come back and pretty much just pay for with coins all of the tasks to get the next one up to show you that in this time period you can do 2 raids in one day, one reset day, without any issues. I will tell you up front, I've already done it, but I'm just gonna do this again just to verify. Again, I want to have some extra layers of testing here, so we're jumping in to do that. I'm not going to hit any time period for a reset or anything like that, so we are good to go from that perspective. In case you want to look or just want to verify, let me just go to like supply. We have 7 days and 19 hours left, so we're quite a few hours after reset and quite a few hours before the next day reset happens, so we are good to go from that perspective. So let me go ahead. I'm going to do some quick research on this. I do want to make use of the raid. Do some quick research. We'll get back. We'll knock this raid out, and we'll jump into another one. See you in a second. All right, so jumping into this base here. First run, pretty good. I'm actually going to be pretty excited about this base. It has a resource that I am in actually a little bit of need of that we use quite a bit, which I'm happy about. So this is a C4 required base. You can break into it really anywhere. We're going to break into it right here. Whole lot of crates, whole lot of chests. We're going to have the opportunity here to get some pretty good materials. So I think I want to break down this one, 3 chop everything. I brought 7 hatchets with me, which I think should be pretty close to enough. A handful of these don't have any supplies or very low amounts of supplies in them, but you'll see what we break into here in just a second. So the whole key of this is to make sure that we can do the suicide trick. So we're going to focus on making sure we can get that done. That will be the biggest thing we want to do. All right, I'm actually going to start by breaking this. This has some gasoline in it. Take care of these zombies, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Zombies are dead. And then I think it's a little bit of a crapshoot here. We definitely want to grab that. I don't remember which all of these. There it is. There's the one we want. Okay, some more zombies here. Then we'll talk loot here in a second. All right, just finish off the last one here. Quick edits, quick cuts for everybody. A couple of guns, some good medals here. This is really nice. It's got a full set of armor, good sets of heals, some other meds that we're looking for. I need meats. Just take these. I'm going to take this right now as well. That's pretty nice. This one, also pretty solid. Some good medals in it. Definitely one that I will be grabbing and filling up, but I want to say it's one of the two of these that I'm most excited about here. It's this one. I need a ton of charcoal. So I'm really excited for that. So what I want to do actually is, I'm even less in need. I want to just make sure we fill, I'm going to literally fill the chopper up. I guess we could take the charcoal and a couple of the guns here, and we'll be in good shape. We'll be able to swap our armor out, which is nice, although won't really need too much of it. Oh, we got some more meat there. That's another resource I'm just low on for whatever reason. Been doing a lot of like dog breeding and some other things, so good to grab that. But I want to take pretty much as much charcoal as I possibly can here. Again, good metals right there, but this is like 100% what I want. I don't even care about that. I want as much charcoal as I can get, basically. All right. I think 7 of the hatchets is going to be good. Obviously, C4 required. I probably said that. I didn't. I apologize. I'm going to swap these. That looks full up. So now we can just crack the crates. I'm actually going to be really happy to use the suicide trick here because, again, it's going to give us some extra few things that we can grab out of here. So let's just go ahead and do that. This is pretty good. Happy with those medals. All right, I'm just going to crack these last 2. Should give us the last bit of zombies here. And we will get ourselves knocked out. So take care of most of these. And right before we die, we'll be back. All right, we're back. We're going to get ourselves knocked out here. Ready to go. Full chopper. Boom, we're dead. Now, I will also tell you, although we did hit the reset before or after, I guess, doing our initial set of testing, but this will be our like third or fourth raid I think we've done so far today, and some other testing. No revenge raids, like I said, yet. We haven't been lucky enough to get one queued. We didn't have a ton of we didn't have any skulls prior to the testing of this. Been really putting my energy and focus into our free-to-play series for that. So let me get these things dropped off here very quickly, and then let's jump back into the raid. But again, very happy to grab, really happy to grab all this charcoal. I don't even have enough room for it. There we go. Now, we should be good. One way that you can always test is see if your raiders ever show back up, your raid is gone. So that's a good indicator. If they have not shown back up, then you are in business and you can do what you need to do. Just gonna delete these, pop that back. All right, let's get back over to the base. Should be good from this perspective. I wasn't anticipating any issues with this, but again, it's just a little extra confirmation for me. We've done the suicide trick now 3 or 4 times today and are in good shape. So feel confident that was the issue that we had was just a one-time, that it has not been nerfed, that it has not been changed on the back end. That's not to say that you won't run into glitches or issues. Like, there are issues we've had before where our game just crashes and it counts as us leaving. So that's just unfortunately part of the beast sometimes, I will say. But let's get this stuff. I'm gonna grab this really quick. These things thrown on here. We can grab this, grab all this back. I don't even care about the armor. We'll drop that down. I do want my meds, please. Nice little stack of meds. And I'm going full charcoal here, baby. Boom. Nice little raid. This is gonna be nice. This is actually a really good raid for just resources. A couple of guns, so I'm happy to see that. Really nice resources though. A lot of metals. It's really good. I'm just gonna I'm full up. I'm taking it all. Taking all the charcoal we can. I don't even know. I don't even think we had anything else. Did I crack these? Yeah, there's that. There's this. Really nothing worth here for me. Good materials. Really good base of materials. Like I said, that is nice. I'm not going to second guess this too much. I really need the charcoal. I'll take the jerky probably over that. Copper bars is probably more important to me than that. Let's just look again. I wish I could suicide trick this base like 3 times, because all these basic resources would be fantastic. Did grab the gas there. Not a lot else. I mean, again, we could take. I don't need iron. I have plenty of iron back at the base. So, all right, I think we wrapped that up. Let me just make sure we're loaded up. We got the fresh set of armor. Looking really good here. All set there. One thing I guess I should do is just queue in maximum. Let me just, so there's nothing left. Where did I put that hatchet? I just want to queue up maximum sound. Where did I leave that last bit of charcoal? Right here. All right. Okay, well, that didn't work. I can craft something, I guess. I don't really like having to do that, but I just want to queue up max sound. I don't think that has anything to do with what we ran into at all in the slightest period, but I'm gonna do it anyways. All right, max sound. That way, big guy triggers. All right, and we're out of here. So I'm gonna head back, drop everything off, and take a look at our raid tasks. I'm gonna queue up another raid and get ready for that, and we'll be back when we're ready for you. All right, we're back, organized everything down, knocked out some tasks really quick, and used some coins for the rest of them. We got our next base raid ready to go here. I'm gonna run over and get rocking and rolling on this just as a time check for you. Supply 7 days, 19 hours. Really didn't take us much time at all, probably about 10 minutes or so. We were able to run over to farm, knock out some savage giants. We actually hit the dealer here to save a little bit of coins for that. But we got Vester here. Base, not going to be great, but it will do for our testing. So let's hop in here. I didn't even really see a ton of what was in this base. Usually with my research, what I do is just kind of figure out, unless it's a really big base, probably just figure out what do I need to get in. This is a pretty small base. It's going to take 1 regular normal hatchet and then 1 iron hatchet to get into both of these walls, and then that's really it. And then we just have some crates here. I think I brought 6 or 7 regular hatchets with us. We'll do our standard 3-chop method. Just get everything weakened up here, and then really, you could break this wall down if you had this base, for instance. You could break that wall down if you wanted. Right here behind this, and then you could use that. Zombies can't get past it, so I chose not to do that. But got a first wave here. I'm gonna knock these guys out, and we'll see you in just a sec. All right, finish those guys up. We'll hit our heals, and I'll just keep cracking these open. I really don't even know, like I said, much of what's in this base. So that's a handful of things, but we should hopefully have enough to be able to do what we need to do here. There's a Glock, there's electronic circuit, there's some decent stuff right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and punch this open. I'm gonna just keep you with me here. I'm gonna knock out most of these zombies. I'm actually gonna reset trick here No, it really shouldn't matter. I'll do it at the full volume. We'll make enough noise with other things to break open that we should be fine. I just want to make sure that I test this really clearly and replicate it as best that I can for the issue that we ran into. Again, outside the fact that we don't have two bases of the same name and the Revenge Raid and this up at the same time. So not all components, but we'll test every component we can. I don't know. I need stone. I need stone at the base. I don't feel like it's going to be a whole lot else fresh to actually take from this base. Take that. I'll take these, I guess. I can always break that down. Absolutely want those, I guess. Sure. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Let's go ahead. I don't need that. I'll take the iron, I guess. Now I'm just trying to work up enough sound. This is actually pretty good. Okay. We got our last set, so I will knock these guys out, and we'll see you right before we die. All right, I'm just going to check the chopper again really quick. There's actually a few things I would prefer to swap here. Oh, I didn't mean to get on. That's awkward. I'm gonna take the wood. All right, I'm dead. Now, if what happened last time, our raid will be done. I don't think that's going to be the case, like I said at the outset of this video with our other testing we did, and we're good to go. So I can confirm with a small, very, very minimal amount of doubt that we're good to go. They did not nerf raiding. Suicide Trick is still usable every single base. Just be very careful about getting a Revenge Raid and a regular raid that have the same name. If they do, you might want to err on the side of caution. That's what we ran into. What I would really suggest is go do your Revenge Raid first before queuing in your actual raid, or vice versa. Well, you can't do that. I should take that back. You can't do that if you queue in a raid and then somehow maybe you leave for a little bit or have to go do something and come back to still hit your raid and get a Revenge Raid. But if you hit a Revenge Raid, I would suggest knocking that out, clear that completely. Then if you have another raid, queue that in, and hopefully the system will stay up to date with you and you won't have the issue that we ran into on our free-to-play series. But I did want to just kind of debunk this because I do feel like it was good conversation. There were some people confused, maybe had heard some other things, and I wasn't quite sure myself. This was the best way I found to test this. Again, I can confirm that I've done this multiple times now in sets of 2, back to back with no issues. So I will say that, and hopefully that solves this a little bit. This little bit of confusion or just whatever was going on. Like I said, I really think it was related to, for us, with having two bases with the same name and all that stuff going on. So I wanted to test it. I wanted to be sure, and I feel very confident that that is not an issue here going forward. So I'm gonna drop this stuff down. We'll go ahead. I'll just take you with me. We'll finish this raid. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy out of the base. Did I do one of these already? No, I didn't. I'm all over the place. Which we get not great bases. I mean, we have max rate of rep, and this sometimes just happens. The first one was pretty good. I'm actually really happy to see a base. I am pretty stoked about all that charcoal. It's one less grinding thing that we now have to do. I took a whole bunch of it to the settlement, which is really nice because I have been really pushing some settlement. We're maxed there. We have everything done, but I'm really trying to get everything ready. Try to get basically ready for level 5. I don't think that's on the roadmap. They haven't said anything, but I do feel like we'll probably see some settlement updates here, sooner rather than later. It's the next most reasonable thing for them to add. They're going to be adding with the new update some new chapters to the Survivor's Path, so it would not surprise me. The what do you call it? The settlement was a big part of that, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some more from that perspective. All right, what do I care about here? Take the food, the coupons, I guess, that. I don't know, I'm just filling up here. Nothing's full, I'll take that. I think there's some more pine here for us to take. Let's go ahead and take a look. What do we have in here? I'll take the berries. Definitely want that. I think pretty well set. I could break this down. Of course, nothing there. But like I said, pretty low tier raid we got here. So I'll just take the water. I'm just gonna fill up anything that's even remotely useful for me. I guess blue tape, I don't know. This, not one blue tape, maybe one of these. Oh, let's see if there's anything in here. There is nothing in there. Let's grab, I don't know. What else can I grab here? I don't know, some nails, I guess. That's it. I really could, I could min-max here by doing this. I'll grab the rope, I guess. And we're out of here. So hopefully this was really helpful for you. Sorry, I got a little distracted with this raid here. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you had any concerns going forward, you should not. Certainly you can go and test this yourself. If you want to be careful from that perspective, maybe don't bring your best backpack, or make sure that you secure the best items out of the raid first. But like I said, I've done this multiple times. I did not have any issues here today with the multiple back-to-back raids that we did. So raiding should be fine, should be good to go. Just be careful out there. If you do, for whatever reason, have your game crash, accidentally leave the base, the suicide trick does not work. So do not count on it. If any of that stuff happens to you, just assume that the game has already counted you as leaving the base, and just be very careful. Other than that, you should be good to go on most bases. And like I said, well, I didn't say this, but some bases really don't require it. So that should put you at ease a little bit. But the good bases do. So just be really mindful of that. And hopefully you'll continue to have some good progress and make some good movements out there with the raids, and continue to get all that beautiful loot, all those guns, those resources, whatever out there that you're looking for. So thanks for tuning into this one. If you have any other comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Really do appreciate the engagement on the last video, just kind of talking about it, and really prompted something that, like I said, I wanted to answer as definitively as I could. And I think we did a pretty decent job of that here today. So thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. On a flash some socials. Trying to get to 10K. We are continuing to move forward towards that goal. So just keep smashing that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me as well. And go check out our free-to-play series. Go check out our Wasteland Survival Guide series. We have playlists for all that stuff. Other Last Day on Earth content. Have done a lot of fun things. We got lots more coming to you. So just really do appreciate all the support. Thanks for clicking on the videos, spending your time with me during the day. I genuinely do appreciate that. Got links in the description for some other channels if you want to go check that out. If you are a fan of Magic the Gathering, we have our AGG MTG channel up and running now that we're posting a whole ton of content to. So if you want to look in the links in the description, go check that out. Give that a sub. We'd really appreciate that as well. But thanks again for watching, and we'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.